Did you know? Yabusama Holen is the most huggable Len'en character. It's absolutely true according to the latest Len'en popularity poll, where Tsubakura and Raku came in first place. They have a large hat that is resemblant of the Eye of Senri, a mysterious item that Senri's shrine priests use. It's a secret on what it can actually do, but we know for certain that the eye on Tsubakura's hat is living. However, Tsubakura did not actually win the popularity poll if you count Suzumi, or rather their three personalities. Suzumi Kuzu is confusing since they can be considered one or three characters, so you can make the argument that they may have indirectly caused election fraud. On the contrary to the most popular, Tsubakura's own mother placed dead last in the poll. Nothing much is known about her besides the fact that she died before the events of Evanescent Existence. On to the games themselves. Evanescent Existence is not actually the first Len'en game. Emergency Everyday is considered the first Len'en game, but it never got released, only being shown on one video on Nico Nico Doga in 2010. Another fact is that Jinx, who is considered the developer and father of Len'en, did not actually make Emergency Everyday, but rather by one of his friends and inspirations, Daijin. Nothing else is known about him besides the fact that he made an appearance in the game as a character, where a hat looks a little familiar to another character. Another old creation of Len'en is a music video released in 2012 about the Wings of Marguerite called Critical Point bidding its last farewell. It gives us an early listen to Jinx's music style where it sounds more reminiscent of Touhou. Jinx was rather surprised that the fandom knows that this music video exists, as it was supposed to be a secret for a later time. Thanks to this, he might do an arrangement in the future, so look out. During this time, Jinx made remakes of all the PC98 games with his own style in the game engine used in Emergency Everyday. They were released on the Nico Nico Doga as April Fool's jokes and just never released them. Evanescent Existence is the first public Len'en game, releasing in November 2013. After making the PC98 games for a while, he wanted to do something different with the DirectX library, and seeing as he had the Len'en IP lying around, he decided to do something with it, thus giving birth to the Len'en as we know today. In the omake for the game, it is revealed that Yabusame and Tsubakura had 50 candidates for their own names, but Jinx picked the ones with the deepest meaning and highest connection to the characters. Tsubakura has a design that is a homage to the Daijin. Their personality of technological prowess and ability to enjoy what is enjoyable may also have come from Daijin too. Their name consists of 4 kanji. The first two, Tsubakura, is the Japanese name for a swallowbird, but these specific kanji were chosen as it could also mean mysterious bird. Their last name, Raku, likely means partying, a reference to their ability to enjoy what is enjoyable. On a poll on Jinx's Twitter, thanks to Tsubakura's name getting last place, Jinx revealed the deeper meaning behind the kanji of their name anyway. Each kanji has a hidden meaning of either black or white. The first kanji has the radicals for north, which according to Wuxing philosophy, the north is associated with water, and the color associated with water is black. The Nanori reading for the third kanji is kuro, which means black. The other 2 kanji have radicals for white in them. Yabusame's full name has these kanji. The first 2 kanji, Yabusame, is the Japanese word for an Asian stubtail, a cute and small fat bird. Their last name, Holen, literally means phoenix and link respectively. It also has the same pronunciation as Hoden, which is a sort of carriage with phoenix decorations on the roofs that was used in ancient Japan. Literally, the name means Asian stubtail phoenix. There is no wordplay between the two, sadly. Yabusame's birthday could be a reference to dimensions in string theory. They were born on November 26. According to the different types of string theory, M theory calls for 11 dimensions, while bosonic string theory requires 26 dimensions for it to happen. This is speculated because Yabusame has a spell card that is a reference to the M theory. Yabusame has once cosplayed as PC98 Marisa in the 3rd anniversary drawing. On the game's manual for Brilliant Pagoda or Haze Castle, Yabusame is labeled with a 9-ball next to them on the same page as the game's layout. This is a reference to Cerno suffering the same treatment in the Phantasmagoria Flower View manual. On Evanescent Existence's title screen, we can see a silhouette of a crane, which is a reference to Tsurubami's bird name. The Stage 5 theme has the phrase, which means something like the patronize or to praise something in a condescending way. The phrase has the kanji for front and back. which is likely a reference to Kuroji Shitoto's ability to reverse the front and the back. Kurohebi's design was likely inspired from Big Boss of Emergency Everyday, which in turn was also inspired from Big Boss of Metal Gear. Kurohebi's design is more or less its own thing, but the inspiration character, you can kinda see it. Hoaka Shitoto is the middle sibling of the Shitoto family. They have a spell card that features the plant
Myosotis scorpioids,
or more commonly known as the Forget-Me-Not flower. Klausa is the final boss of Evanescent Existence. They have a very long name, Wilhelm von Clausewitz Halcyon Hisuimaru. Okay, that's not all. Klausa has a defeated portrait, which is rare among the Len'en cast. It's also different if you are playing as Yabusame or Tsubakura. Tsurubami Senri can speak English as shown in their appearance in the extra stage. It is also confirmed that Tsurubami is the strongest character in all of Len'en, but they have yet to show their true strength, which is compared to the entire world's military, including nuclear weapons. It is not confirmed if the ability to speak English is related to this power. When you complete the game, you can unlock 3 extra stages, an easy extra, a regular one, and if you beat the game on Unreal difficulty, an absurdly difficult extra. This is significant because most Touhou games never had more than 1 extra stage, with Perfect Cherry Blossom having 2. One of the theme songs in the game was not composed by Jinx, but rather someone else. Theories speculate that it is Extra Mind due to its unusual instrumentals, or the staff roll because it sounds like an arrangement of an older song, or even Tsurubami's theme as it sounds a lot like Daijin's composition, Save the Game. The second game in this franchise, Earthen Miraculous Sword, was officially released on the same day as Evanescent Existence. This is because Jinx was developing the 2 games in tandem with each other. The 2 games had characters that followed separate themes. Evanescent Existence had a cast of humans, while Earthen Miraculous Sword had a cast of yokai. Jun Amanomiya is an umbrella yokai commonly seen singing. However, Jun is tone deaf according to Sensei Kitsukai. Sho Amanomori is a slug yokai, so by that logic, if you throw salt on them, they will grow a bit bigger but they will die shortly afterwards. Now why does this matter? Because Sho cannot have McDonald's french fries! In all seriousness, they are seen running around with Jun where Sho will throw tantrums to make it rain. Lumen Celerita's name is a reference to Albert Einstein's equation E equals mc squared. This is because lumen is Latin for light, while Celerita's is Latin for speed or swiftness, which relates to the formula as it's about speed of light in a vacuum. Jinx himself said that it's an unusual name. Adaguma no Yaoruchi is based off the legendary 8-tailed Japanese dragon, known for his battle between Susanoo where he was killed while drinking alcohol. Yaoruchi is also inspired by 12th century emperors Antoku and Go-Toba. Adaguma no Saraigi Maru was born from Yaoruchi's own eye. Thanks to this, he is very knowledgeable on things. Jinx confirmed that he is the most mature and only one of common sense in the entire Len'en franchise. Sukune Katano is known to be one of Jinx's favorite characters as shown in the February 2019 questionnaire. Reactivate Majestical Imperial was originally going to release in December 2013, the same year as the previous 2 games, but due to burnout and delays, Jinx had to delay the game until October 2014. The 0.508 trial version of the game was considered lost media for the longest time, but in early 2022, the game leaked to the West thanks to preservation efforts by the Chinese community. The 0.018 trial still remains lost to this day though. Tenkai Juifang is based off a real-life monk of the same first name. Tenkai was an advisor to the shogun Tokugawa Ieyasu, one of the first reunifiers of Japan during this time. Unrelated, but they are sometimes called melons since Tenkai looks like one. This annoys them, however. Fujiwara no Iozane is based off real-life pirate Fujiwara no Suitomo. He is known for his revolts against the Taira clan in the Heian era in the mid-900s. Tsugumi Umitachi is good at making vegetable curry and Japanese picked vegetables. Brilliant Pagoda or Haze Castle was released 3 years later in September 2017. The game was the first to show a redesign of the Len'en kanji logo, from complex to more simplified. This change later applies to the earlier games too. Len'en 4 has almost every character from the franchise featured in this game. Think of this as like a Smash Ultimate but for Len'en Project. Len'en Ultimate? Nah. The game is most different from others as it uses the cell system, basically, differing paths which allows for different bosses and stories to be told. It also has 38 playable characters with shot types that you can upgrade so you can make them stupidly powerful. Len'en has moments of breaking the fourth wall, such as when the game ends so the character can congratulate the player for winning. Every year or so, Jinx uploads a drawing to his Pixef celebrating Len'en's anniversary in November and celebrating Christmas in December. Rei and Zello are members of Jinx's official channel, appearing in various update videos. They are separate characters to Tsubakura and Yabosame. Heck, they're not even the same species as them, being monocroids. They transform into a head for a lot of their appearances, referencing the Yukuri Touhou meme. Trick nostalgia has two meanings. The trick part is because of Jinx's tendency to release videos without actually releasing the product, while nostalgia with an IE is an old spelling of nostalgia, both being related to the PC98 era games that Jinx made a long time ago. An official Len'en CD does exist, a world that is not fantasy. The most popular Len'en video is a remix of Tsurubami's theme, Present World Dance Engine. A lot of the Len'en's cast have names referencing birds. Jinx himself has got the same treatment where his name is the scientific version of a wireneck, a type of old world woodpecker. From a Christmas 2014 blog post, it is known that Rika from Story of Eastern Wonderland is Jinx's favorite PC98 character. Oh, DeviantArt will love this fact. Jinx can apparently cross his toes without using his hands. Take that as you will. And finally, Jinx has a special talent, to be able to split disposable chopsticks perfectly.